Om Shanti. Very good morning. There was once a family, and in that family, on one corner, there was a huge musical organ, a musical instrument kept. It was unused, and for ages it was just lying there. Nobody was using it, nobody was playing it. It was just gathering dust from a long time. One day, the members of the family thought, why to keep this organ here? It is unnecessary occupying space. So better we just throw it out. And they just with much difficulty take out that musical organ from there and throw it out on the road. It was very, very antique, very old piece. After some time, a beggar comes there, and that beggar sees that musical organ and he starts playing that. And within minutes, people start gathering there. Because that person, that beggar, plays that organ, that musical instrument with such exquisite skills, with such melody that people get captivated. Such enthralling music, such hypnotizing melody that for 1 hour everybody is just sitting there around that person, that beggar, listening to him. They had never heard such music, such melody any time before. And that beggar was playing the same organ which was thrown out by the family member. And then those family members, they also see what is this happening outside, and they also come and sit. And they also get captivated by listening to that melodious music. And once that beggar finishes playing, the family members say, give us back our musical organ, it is ours. So the beggar says, no, it's not yours. You had already thrown this instrument out, now it is mine. So family member says, no, this organ is ours. How can you say it is yours? You might have played over it, but it is ours. But the beggar persists. He says, the musical organ belongs to the one who knows how to play. And all the public which is gathered over there agree with the beggar. And ultimately that organ stays with the beggar. So he says, the musical instrument belongs to the one who knows how to play it. Life belongs to those who know how to go deeper and deeper and deeper into it. God's knowledge belongs to those who know how to go deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And Baba's Murli, this is also, Murli means what you know, no? Flute. Murli also belongs to those who know how to go deeper and deeper and deeper into it. Murli belongs to those who know how to play with it. So today's topic is churning, learning and earning. The way to earn in this Brahmin life is through learning, and learning is a continuous process. So today we are going to discuss today morning's Avyakta Murli with some spiritual activities in between. We will start this session with very small yoga experiments. The brothers will distribute you some papers. And what you have to do in that activity, I'll tell you. Before I begin that today's session or workshop, I would like to narrate to you yet one more thing. There was a very famous author by name Hubert Albert Hubbard. He had written a world famous essay, and the name of the essay was A Letter to Garcia. Many of you must have heard about it. A Letter to Garcia. What was it about? It was a letter written by President of America to one general of insurgents. His name was Garcia. He was there somewhere deep into Cuba coast just prior to American-Spanish War. And in that essay, which author has written, he has mentioned that President was told there is only one person by name Rowan. He can take your letter to this person, Garcia, who is deep somewhere. Nobody knows where is Garcia. Nobody knows where is there in that Cuba coast. It is so difficult to go. But there is one person who can deliver that letter. And that person is one soldier whose name was Rowan. So Rowan takes that letter. He doesn't ask where is Garcia. He doesn't ask how to go. He doesn't ask how difficult the way would be. He takes the letter, he straps it across his chest, just takes a boat and lands up in the Cuba island. And there in that forest, where is Garcia? Nobody knows. He spends few weeks there, barefooted, and ultimately delivers the letters and comes back. The author has narrated this story all throughout the world. And for the purpose he told the story was, when you are given a task, don't think on how difficult it would be. The task which was given to Rowan was to deliver the letter to Garcia, and he took that letter without asking anything, and he just went off. And ultimately, he delivered the letter. He underwent so many difficulties, so many problems, but he never mentioned about them. Whatever work was given, he did that work and he was there. Indomitable strength and determination of thought. So it was very difficult to deliver that letter, which was written by President William Kinley. And even more difficult is to deliver a letter to one more person. That person is not someone who is outside. One is to write a letter, another is to deliver the letter. Today, all of you have to do two things. Who is that person whom it is most difficult to deliver that letter? Can you think? Any somewhere hidden in the coast of Cuba, some Garcia or somebody else? Who? We have been writing letters to God often, almost every day, I suppose. Most of the Brahmins do that. Today we are not going to write letter to Baba. Today we are going to write letter, a very, very different letter to ourselves. No, not to ourselves. Yeah, that is the correct answer. Today we are going to write a letter to our complete and perfect angelic form. So all of you, first of all, keep your letter down and sit, relax. First, we will be doing a small yoga experiment, and during the experiment itself, you have to emerge your complete and perfect form in front of your eyes. And then see you are here and your form is here. Talk with your perfect form. And in your letter you can see it is written there, dear. You have to write your name there, and that will be the letter written by you to your complete and perfect form. What are you going to talk with that form? What are your feelings? Why there is so much gap? Why there are so many imperfections? Why there are so many flaws still? Everything you have to talk with your perfect form. And there would be one more exercise after that, which I will be telling during the commentary itself. So let's start. Red light. Sitting in the middle of the forehead. I am a radiant spark of light. Brilliant spot. Luminous form. A spark of luminosity. I am a twinkling star. Sitting in the middle of the forehead. Resplendent. Beaming radiant rays around. Complete soul conscious stage. Oblivious of body. Forgetful of its awareness. I feel myself. The real me. Dropping this physical costume here. Now I wear my subtle body and ascend up. I'm traveling beyond the 5 elements of nature. Extremely light. An angel of light. I am going beyond the firmament, the stars, the moon, the sun. I see myself in the subtle world. And lo and behold, who is this in front of my eyes? Who is this? A radiant figure. And now I recognize this is none other than me, my perfect form, my complete angelic form. Devoid of all imperfections. Not a trace of past sanskaras. All new, full of life, energy. Viceless, egoless, my perfect form. How the face is shining. Why so much distance? When will I reach my own perfect form? Why this distance, this gap? And now, let me talk with my perfect form. All of you, now take the paper in your hand and in the same stage of yoga, write few lines. Talk with your perfect forms. Ask him few questions. Tell the most deepest secrets to your perfect forms. What a smiling face. So much light. If anybody has not got the paper, just raise the hand. Anybody who has not got the paper, just raise the hand. Write the most deepest things. Now stop writing and again look up into the eyes of your perfect form. Focus all your vision on your perfect form. See that form. Feel that form. Completely pure. Perfect. Not a trace of impurity. And feel that this form is now coming near me, more near. Now I can see myself so clearly. No flaws, like a shining diamond. Now that form is coming so close unto me, and gradually it is merging into my being. That form and me, we have become one now. I am the most perfect angel. Experience of light. Filled with divine love. No imperfection. No faults. Whole, radiant, vibrant, double light. I have achieved the highest goal of life. I have become the most complete and perfect angel. Now, half part of the paper, becoming this perfected form, answer back your earlier letter. Now start writing a second letter. This second letter is from the perfect form to the earlier form. Now getting stabilized in the perfect angelic form, write answers or solutions to all those questions or thoughts posed by the earlier form. The half part of the paper, start writing. A letter from your complete angelic form to yourself. This form has got answer to all the questions of life. I have got answers to all the questions of my life. All the bondages, all the slavery, all the dependency, all the chains, all the cages are gone. Experience of complete freedom. Om Shanti. It is said there are 3 types of learners in the world. First one are those who are visual learners. Second are those who are oral learners. And third are those who are kinesthetic learners. First one, they learn when they see things. Second ones, they need to hear things. And third one, they need to do things with their own hands. They have to feel things. Unless and until things are tangible, they can't learn. We have to devise new methods of learning. Because learning is perhaps the only source of earning. And our earning is so subtle, and it starts with learning. And what we have to learn is Murli. How to learn this Murli, how to study this Murli. We are going to revise today's Murli. There are different ways of studying Murli, understanding Murli. We have a small group in Pandabhavan. There, we have devised almost 66 different methods of studying Murli. You can get all of these methods from the office. Out of these 66 methods, in today's class, we are going to study few methods. One of the methods is contrast method. What is contrast method of Murli studying or churning? Unless and until we churn Murli, you cannot become powerful. Knowledge alone doesn't make anybody powerful. Churning of that knowledge, meditating on that knowledge, reflecting on that knowledge, going into the deeper understanding of that knowledge alone makes you powerful. And such a knowledge alone makes you stable in the face of different circumstances. We need to modify our methods of listening Murli and methods of understanding, reading, churning Murli. So we are going to see few different methods of Murli churning. Unless and until we understand this art of churning, we cannot learn. Actually, we cannot really learn without contemplating on things. You can memorize things. There are memory masters in the world. There are people who learn things by rote, parrot-like repetition. But that is not the way. So, I'm going to tell you few methods, and then we are going to do one more exercise from today's Murli. So one of the methods, as I was telling you, is contrast method. Contrast means whenever you study any Murli, try to see what contrast Baba is giving. What is in the bhakti, what is in knowledge. In today's Murli, today's morning Avyakta Murli, Baba has given 3 contrasts of what is in knowledge and what is in bhakti. Baba said, in bhakti, there is a bhakti, but there is no shakti. There is no power. Here, there is power. In bhakti, there is love, but that love is without recognition, and that love is without relationship. Here, you have recognition, and here you have all relationships. You have that authority of all relationships. This is the second contrast. And the third contrast in today's Murli. In the path of bhakti, there is feeling, bhavana, but that is transitory. And that is filled with all selfish desires. Here, it is not just bhavana. Here, you become authority. Here, you have all relationships with Him. So, this method is known as contrast method. You can choose out of these 66 any methods and then try to understand Murli. What is Baba saying? Baba always picks up worldly examples. Because knowledge is abstract in one way, it is formless. Baba takes certain things of the world and hangs his idea on those examples, or takes them as peg. So the first method is known as contrast method. Whenever you study even Sakar Murli, see what is the contrast. What is in Bhakti Marg, what is in Gyan, what is in Iron Age and what is there in the Golden Age. What is the comparison? You will find in one single Murli at least 10 contrasts Baba is giving. So when you study any Murli with that attitude, or when you listen to any Murli with that attitude, your understanding increases, your awareness increases. Otherwise, we have seen that everybody say Murli was very good, Murli was very good, but what was in that? It is difficult to tell what was in that. So go devise some new methods. And one more thing they talk of is spaced repetition. If you study Murli once, after give some interval and then study it again. Give some time and then study it again, rather than sitting at one time and reading it multiple times. This is known as spaced repetition. Give some interval. There are 3 laws of memory. One is law of association. Second is law of ridiculous thinking. Law of visualization. Law of association means whenever you study anything, just as in today's Murli, the moment you see the heading of the Murli, you receive all attainments by eating godly fruit of confluence age. The moment you see the word fruit, stop there. Don't try to read Murli. Just think what this Murli could be. What are the different things Baba has till now told about fruit? What are the fruits I have received in my life? So this is known as law of association. You are trying to associate new with old. You are trying to associate unknown with the known. So this law of association is very helpful. Law of ridiculous thinking. Ridiculous thinking means something odd. You always remember those things which are odd. Just imagine, I am sitting here, you are sitting there. All of a sudden one joker comes and starts dancing. So you will never forget this scene. You will remember that when this brother was doing class, one joker had come and he had started dancing. Because it was something odd. So whatever you study, try to make it so odd, so different. Something, introduce some new element, some ridiculous element. Then only you try to understand or recall things. Otherwise, you will keep on listening Murlis after Murli, Murlis after Murli, classes after classes, classes after classes, but everything is just going away. We even don't know where it is going away. Law of visualization, that is also one of the methods. Visualize the Murli. Visualize the knowledge. Don't see just like that, but see in your mind's eye. You see it happening in front of. Create a mental movie. That is known as mental movie method. Another method of Murli churning is example method. What are the different examples Baba has given in today's Murli? You will see in one Murli at least 4 to 5 examples. Just as today's Murli Baba has so many given example of Brahma Baba. Just as Brahma Baba utilized everything in a worthwhile manner, so also you have to do the same. Sometimes he gives examples of aeroplanes, or sometimes he gives example of mountains, of rivers, of places, of persons, or things, or objects of this world. So sometimes you can say, today I am going to study Murli by example method. Example method means I will just focus on what all examples Baba gave. And just write down 3 examples Baba gave. 1, 2 and 3. And now just keep this aside and focus on this. What does he mean when he's saying this? This is known as example method. One more method is homework method. from today's Murli, this is 4-page Murli, but what I have to do with this? What is the homework for me from this Murli? Is there any homework for me, or just I have to read it and just forget it? Take out, extract homework. At least 3 homeworks from this Murli. And today in this class we are going to take out at least 6 homeworks from this Murli, and 5 more activities we are going to do. So this is known as example method, visualization method, homework method. Another method is mind mapping method. You know mind mapping? Yeah, that's a very beautiful method. Don't write Murli point by point. Just start from the middle and start making arrows. What are the connected points to it? By the end of the Murli class, whilst listening only, a chart is created. A chart is created. Even while listening to any class, start the class, take a paper and start just making arrows. What all points the speaker is covering. Rather than writing those points. Simple writing points. It's better that you do mind mapping. One more method is brainstorming. Brainstorming means 2 or 3 people sit together and put one idea in between. And then start giving your random ideas on that. Those ideas. Okay, I think we should do one yoga here. In today's Murli, Baba has said, you have to have picnic. With whom? With Brahma Baba. Okay, Baba said, you have to have picnic. You can go on a picnic. Brahma Baba is having picnic with his equals. Okay, so now all of you again sit in yoga. We will do a small experiment. And in that experiment only, in that visualization only, in that mental movie only, again I will tell you to write few things. Okay? So red light. Dadi Janki Park? Okay, let's go to Dadi Janki Park today. Red light, please. Getting stabilized in my angelic form. I see in front of my eyes the Emperor of all angels, Brahma Baba. And what I see, he has brought a magical carpet, and all of us are sitting on that magical carpet, and is taking us on a beautiful ride. Such a beautiful assembly of Brahmins. All equals, those who follow Brahma Baba. From everyone's lip, only one word, Baba. Speciality of quality and speciality of quantity. And we have reached Dadi Janki Park. This is the day of picnic, spiritual picnic. What am I going to do with Baba today? everywhere there is festival of joy, of bliss, of happiness. Every face is shining. See yourself. Stories of cleverness, stories of cleanliness, all reaching to Baba. Now, on the back side of the page, on the blank page, write 5 things you would like to do with Baba in this picnic. He's your beloved friend. He has come after a long time. What a beautiful day. What a bright morning. Company of Brahmins and Brahma Baba himself. And this picnic of godly fruit. Write 5 things you would like to do with Baba. Such a divine picnic. Picnic of angels. The happiest moments of this life. Om Shanti. Other method of Murli churning is known as picture method. You convert entire text into picture. You convert entire text into picture. Because our mind understands the language of picture more than words. One is to visualize, another is to draw, to paint. One more method is open space churning method. Our mind is most receptive when we are in the company of nature. You try to read something sitting in a closed room, and you try to read the same thing going in the company of nature. For that matter, all the greatest poets of this world, Percy Bysshe Shelley, John Keats, William Wordsworth, Byron, they all were nature lovers. Robert Southey. They spent their time in the company of nature, and there they heard the chirping of the birds, the melody of the brook, the thundering of the clouds. And in the company of nature, when you read something, you can imbibe that fully. So try to go in the open space, whether you are here, if you don't have, go on the terrace. But try to spend your time in the company of Mother Nature. How much time we do spend there? Very less. Whole day rushing and rushing and running and running. Sit down and meditate. Sit down, take the Murli and read. That is one of the best places to read Murli, to understand Murli, to cogitate, to meditate, to reflect, to introspect, to retrospect. Sitting in the silence, deep silence. In deep silence, in deep solitude, only the greatest secrets are revealed. One is to keep on going from pillar to post, asking people what to do. These are the problems of life. Another is just to withdraw, to disconnect for some moments and to sit and listen the sibilance of night. Listen what all things are there in nature. And while sitting like this, it may be near the ocean, it might be mountain, it may be stream or lake or pond or nothing is available terrace, anything. Vincent van Gogh, you must have heard of him. Dutch painter. He would sit and paint whole day from morn till dusk. He would stare at the sun. You must have seen his painting of sunflower or sun. He's just painting and painting and painting in the company of nature. So one of the methods of Murli churning is open space churning method. One more method is question method. Take out 7 or 8 questions from everyday's Murli. In Sakar Murlis, you will find one question is already there, but not that other. For example, from today's Murli, today's Murli starts with, why did Baba come? There are 3 answers. What is the reason for his coming? First 3 lines of the Murli. He has come for 3 purposes. To give you return of your love. Second, to celebrate meeting. And third, to give you one godly fruit. These are the 3 purposes. He is mentioning right at the onset, today Bab Dada has come into the gathering of the children to give his loving children the return of that love, to celebrate a meeting, to give and to give the instant visible fruit of his love. So, you convert the Murli into questions. For what purpose Baba has come? What are the things Baba has talked about this godly fruit? What did Baba say about breath, about time, about wealth, about virtues, about powers, about knowledge? 6 things. How are you going to utilize these 6 things in worthwhile manner? Another question. What did Baba say to teachers? So you convert the Murli into question answers. Just in first reading, whilst reading, just write down the questions. Only questions, don't write the answer. Once you have written the questions, then whole day keep that, whether it is on your mobile or in small diary, keep on reading those questions and try to answer them. Try to think over them whilst you are most busy in the service. In those busiest moments of the daytime. You bring that and then think, what did Baba say to teachers? What he talked about Amrit Vela? Keep on thinking in that manner, in between. So this will also be a very enforced learning because you are giving interval. So that will enforce your memory. So this is one method which is known as question method. Another method is topic method. Take out topics from the Murli. Just write down topics. Don't write the whole sentences or statements. Just topics. 10 topics. One day you can do this experiment whilst listening to the Murli in your class. You are just writing only topics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 topics you have written. Now whole day you have to churn those topics. Rather than writing the entire Murli, rather than writing the points, rather than writing this is essence and this is Vardhan and this is slogan and this is blessing and all that, write only topics. 5 topics you have written. Now you have those 5 topics with you, as if you have to give a talk on those things. There is a learning pyramid. In that learning pyramid, they have found that 90% learning happens when you have to teach somebody. You learn the maximum by teaching. 90% learning occurs by teaching. One is to read, another is to listen, another is to visualize. One more is to share, to discuss. These are the different methods of learning. But the best method of learning in the learning pyramid, you can go on Google and search learning pyramid. You will find the best method. 90% result has come by teaching. Suppose you are given a topic and you have to talk, automatically your comprehension increases. So feel an imaginary audience in front of you. And you have to talk and give a talk on that particular topic. Any topic which you have picked up from Murli. So automatically whole day you will be thinking on that topic. Suppose you have to go from here to Abu Road to Shantivan. Give your mind one topic. So that by the time you reach Shantivan, few things should be ready. And by this churning, your mind will remain free from all waste thoughts, all negative thoughts, all the external influences, because you have some goal in front of your mind. So this is known as topic method. Another method is text to drill method. You convert the entire Murli into a yoga practice. You convert the entire Murli into a drill, a spiritual drill. You can just focus on today's blessing and convert that entire blessing into a drill. And imagine that you have to conduct this drill in front of others. And you have to teach this drill to others. So how many times you must have practiced that within yourself? You have to practice that. You have to frame the words. You have to practice everything, that drill. Otherwise, every day, blessings come and they just go. We know it is good, it is fine, it's there in our diaries, but it has not become of a form. So try to convert few things into a drill. So this is known as text to drill method. Other is poem method. This is a very beautiful poem method. Those who are poets, they can write poetry on every day's Murli. But poetry should have all the words from the Murli. Or those who are singers, they can compose a song and also sing. Then there is one more method, Murli discussion method. I always say this, you should have a small group where you discuss every day's Murli, at least 20 minutes or half an hour. Sit and discuss. Brainstorming will occur, multiple things will occur, many new ideas will come out, which you never thought. Just ask each other, what did Baba say today? In blessing, what did Baba say in essence? Just discussing with each other. This discussion is very important. One more method is play method. We have a small group in Panda Bhavan where every Saturday we convert entire Sunday's Murli into a play. And 5 people drama a skit, 5 or 6. Somebody becomes time, somebody becomes something else, and they start playing. They create a drama, a skit out of the complete Murli. And that skit will have all the words and sentences from the Murli. And for that they keep on preparing from last 1 week. So this is how you can make it very entertaining rather than going by the same old track. Going to the class, sit in the Murli class, writing some points, closing the diary and coming back. Everything in the diary, nothing here. So, one more method is story method. What are the different stories Baba has told in today's Murli? Write down those. Another is phrases and idioms method. What are the phrases and what are the idioms? What are the songs Baba has used in today's Murli? Reading aloud method. You take the Murli and those who have language problem, those who don't understand English or Hindi, for them if you want to learn any language, the best way is take the Murli. If nobody is around, start reading it loudly. One more method is audio method. Audio method, in that audio method what you do, you record the Murli in your own voice and then listen. You will get to know where I am wrong in grammar or pronunciation or anything. And that will also enhance your learning. Because these are the different ways. You cannot go by the same track of listening Murli. You will have to devise new methods, new ways of Murli. Understanding churning. Because this is the only thing that can keep you engaged. Otherwise, wherever there is a vacuum, the nature of the law of physics say it cannot remain vacuum. Something will come and occupy. And mind is also like that. If it is not filled with knowledge, waste will come and occupy the mind. So that's why you have to fill your mind to the brim with this knowledge. Keep on thinking and devising different ways. One more method is name method. What are the different names of golden age in today's Murli? What are the different names of this iron age in today's Murli? What are the different names Baba has given us in today's Murli? What are the self-respect? One is self-respect method. What are the different somans in today's Murli? Okay. So now we are going to do one more activity now. Today's Murli was about what? Godly fruit. Baba has given us godly fruit. And in that fruit, Baba has told 10 different types of fruits. Or rather, one fruit with these 10 qualities in that. So we are going to convert this first paragraph of today's Murli into a activity. First fruit was, Baba said, this is Pratyaksha Phal. Pratyaksha Phal means instant visible fruit. You also to write in that something. I'll tell you what you have to write later on. First I will narrate you all the 10. The first, this fruit which you have received in this Brahmin life, the highest fruit, this is what? Instant visible fruit. First. Second, this is Prabhu Phal. This is God's fruit or godly fruit. These are the different words Baba has used. And we have to work on each and everything, those 10 things. The third is, this is imperishable fruit. Fourth is, this fruit, godly fruit, it is filled with all powers. This fruit is filled with all virtues. This fruit carries the sweetness of love of all relationships with Baba. This is fourth. Fifth, this is the fruit of God's magic. Sixth, this fruit helps you to materialize any thought. Whatever thought is there, you can bring that thought into action with the help of this fruit. Seventh, this fruit gives you imperishable attainments. Eighth, this fruit, if you have, you will always remain tandurust, means healthy. Maya's illness will not come to you. And ninth, when you have this fruit, you will be free from all obstacles, peacelessness and sorrow. And 10th is, this is the most elevated fruit which you get when you become Babas. Now, I want 5 sisters from this side or 5 brothers to come on the stage. All those who are first timers, I would like them, any 5. And brother will give them, each one of them. Anybody? Just start, come. You have to just stand and do nothing. I'm not asking you to speak anything. Just stand. Any 5 sisters on this side? First, second, third, fourth, 5 sisters. Yeah, please come. Give number 1 to this sister. So this sister is number 1. Remember her face. She is carrying a fruit. This is the instant invisible fruit. Means Pratyaksha Phal. This is, you can show your fruit to everyone. This is the first fruit. Instant invisible fruit. Stand here. Come on this side. The second fruit. The second fruit is imperishable fruit. Or God's fruit. The second is God's fruit. The third is imperishable fruit. The fourth is all virtues, all powers, and sweetness of love of all relationships. And fifth fruit is magic. This is the fruit of God's magic. Now I want 5 brothers on this side. Sixth. Anybody? Sixth. Sixth fruit is whatever thought you have, you can make that thought translate into action. So this is the brother who we will be showing you. He is the one who can translate any thought into action. Yeah, any resolution, any thought will lead to accomplishment. So that is the same. Any sankalp will go to siddhi. Siddhi means accomplishment. So any thought he will materialize after eating the fruit. Little come on this side, brother. Yeah, slightly. Yeah, here. Next, seventh fruit is imperishable attainments. Imperishable fruit leading to imperishable attainment. That is seventh fruit. Eighth fruit is if you eat this fruit, you will remain healthy. You will remain healthy and you will be free from all Maya's illness. Ninth fruit is, which is ninth fruit? Yeah? No obstacles, no peacelessness, and no sorrow. If there is an obstacle, if there is a peacelessness, probably we have not eaten the fruit. Probably we are far away still now. And the last fruit is the elevated fruit. You become Babas and you get the fruit. Now, all of us will sit in yoga. Red light. You all will stand. And I will tell fruit number 1. So the sister who is there on number 1, she will move ahead and go on the stage like this till that and come back. Okay? You have to just show and go like this and come back when I will say number 1. Okay? So, red light please. The most elevated soul of the confluence age. I am an angel of light. What a blessed life this is, full of all the attainments. On this auspicious day, Baba has given me so many fruits. Let me see, let me reflect on all the fruits I have received from Baba. The first fruit, instant visible fruit. Now, in your diary, start writing about 3 visible, direct fruit you have received from Father. What are the direct fruits I have received from Father? Pratyaksha Phal. You do the service and instantly you receive happiness. So just as happiness is one direct, visible fruit, what are the other visible direct fruits I have received from Father? You can continue to move. First fruit can continue to move for some time in slow angelic form, showing others that Baba has given direct visible fruits to all. Write on the paper. And the angel who is moving, let her also think, in my life, what are the direct fruit, visible fruit Baba has given to me? Bring your whole life in front of you. Eyes. Now second fruit, start moving. This is God's fruit, first fruit. Come on your place, go back to your place. Now all of you start writing number 2. What are the godly fruit I have received in my life? Godly gifts or godly fruit? Only 2. Write them on your paper, for which you are very much grateful to that Father. Now come back to your place. Third fruit, the imperishable fruit. Write down in your diary, what are the 2 imperishable fruits Baba has given me? Such 2 fruits nobody can snatch, nobody can steal, nobody can destroy. Imperishable fruit. Now the 4th fruit. Start moving. All powers, all virtues, sweetness of love of all relationships with one. Write 2 points. Now the 5th fruit. Start moving. Fruit of God's magic. 2 magical things Baba has done in my life. Now the 6th fruit. Start moving. The fruit of accomplishment of every thought and every resolution. The fruit of Sankalpa Siddhi. What were the 2 thoughts I had? And they got translated into practice. I am thankful to Father for these 2 fruits. Now the 7th fruit. Imperishable attainments. Imperishable fruit and imperishable attainments. Two points. Now the eighth fruit. A fruit of staying healthy, free from Maya's illness. Baba has given me this fruit. Write 2 points about this fruit. The ninth fruit. Baba has given this fruit to me. I am free from obstacles, sorrow, and peacelessness. Write 2 points about this. Now the last fruit, the most elevated fruit. I have become Baba's and I got this fruit. Write 2 things you got after becoming Baba's. Now keep your pen aside and look up. Today we are having a fruit party with Baba. Let's enjoy and sing a picnic song with Baba. All the fruits who are on the stage, they would start moving anywhere, here and there, randomly, and waving their fruit and showing their happiness. Start moving randomly everywhere. All of the audience can show them, wave the hand. A divine picnic with Baba. Om Shanti. Can give to Amit Bhai. In fact, the learning should become a joy. In fact, we learn the most when we enjoy, when we are emotionally involved in learning, when we create the entire Murli into a picture, into a movie where we are the actors. We start understanding it, we start feeling it, we start touching it, we start drinking it, sip by sip. We start filling those matter, those content into the very depth of our hearts. So, this is what our churning should be. Churning, and then that becomes learning, and together both of these things will lead to real earning. Now we will go back and go to the next method. The next method is self-checking method. Self-checking method. From Murli, take out few self-checking point. Just before starting to read Murli or listening to Murli, sit with that aim that I will take out at least 5 self-checking points from today's Murli. And these are the points I need to check with myself. Those may be some questions directly posed by Baba in the Murli, but you can always take out your own new questions from the Murli. So now we are going to have one more short yoga experiment from today's Murli. Baba has talked with other Kumars, half Kumars, and he has told them about worries. 4 types of worries: mental, physical, financial, and familial. Do you have any worry? Baba has asked. What you were earlier, you were on the pyre of worry. Now Baba has lifted you up from there and he has given you his heart throne. Earlier you were burning, Baba has sprinkled nectar upon you. You have become immortal. Earlier you were dead, corpses, murda. Now you have become Mahan, you have become great. This is what has happened. What has happened to the worries? Do you worry about your body? But what does the body require? Dal and roti, Baba said, which you will of course get. Why you need to worry about body? Are you worried about some of the karmic accounts or suffering of the body? In this confluence age, some accounts are getting created and some we are settling. So both things are happening. And whatever that is happening in this drama is for good. So don't worry about what will happen to me. What will become of me? Disciples come to Jesus Christ and ask him, "Oh Lord, what we will drink, what we will eat?" He says, "Go and give my message to everyone." They said, "But how we will do? How we don't know how to speak." He says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto it." First seek the kingdom of God. First seek him. Once you have sought him, every other thing will get added unto it. Don't worry how I will speak, what I will speak. The disciple asks, "We don't know speaking." He says, "Just go and stand. It shall be given unto you at that hour what you have to speak. It shall be given unto you. It will come from above what you have to speak." So, why to worry? And Baba said, the best life is a life which is nischint, carefree life. And for that you need to have nischay, faith. These are all rhyming words. This entire, one more thing, beauty of language is that Baba uses poetic language throughout the Murli. But the moment you translate it in English, all that beauty is gone. It is just like you have one scent, essence in one bottle. Now you want to pour that in another bottle. Though it will come, but half of that is evaporated. If you study the Murli in the same language in which Baba has said, you will know the beauty. He is poet like anything. I have never seen such poetic language anywhere. In one line only, one metaphor adding over another metaphor, one simile adding over another simile. Such beautiful rhymings. Such beautiful rhymings everywhere. And those rhymings are not just restricted to one language. He is taking one word from one language and another word from English language and rhyming them together. This is a first in the history of mankind. Yeah? Va and va. and one is va and one another is y. One is high. So you will find so many. In this also Baba is talking like that. So now one more experiment we have to do. Please keep your paper aside. You will have to start writing once I tell you. And again sit in yoga. Red light please. I got Baba. And life has become carefree. What a beautiful life this is. Assuming the angelic form, I am going beyond this world. And I reach the subtle world. Avyakt Bab Dada is sitting in front of me. Baba is asking me, child, do you have any worry? If you have, give me all your worries. So on your paper, now write 4 different worries if you have any. First, write down one physical worry if you have. If you don't have, don't write anything. Are you worried about your body? Disease, illness, sickness? Livelihood? Just write down. Because today we have to give that worry to Baba. And Baba will finish it off once and for all. Second, write down any mental worry, anything which is disturbing your mind. Third, write down anything related to wealth, financial worry. Fourth, write anything that worries you in your family, familial worry. Now stop writing and feel Baba is in front of you. And you are handing over all your worries to him. And feel that he has kept his hand on your head. Feel his presence, his touch. complete sense of lightness. Om Shanti. One more method is relationship method. See what Baba has come. Has he come as a gardener? Has he come as a boatman? Has he come as a father? As a liberator? What? And try to forge that relationship in a stronger manner. Even if there is no mention of the word friend, but decide that today I am going to listen to Murli as if Baba is my friend. And let me see what friend has told me. What friend is going to tell me. What are the different relationships? In our group, we have formed a list of 108 different relationships with Father. You can get that from the office if you want. So, relationship. What he is telling me as a teacher, as a coach, as an instructor, as a financial consultant. You need to forge all relationships with him. Whatever professions are there in this world, he is all. Try to have a newer relationship with him and feel his presence. He is husband, he is beloved. He is the bridegroom. Different relationships with him. You study the life of Saint Francis de Sales or Francis of Assisi. What sort of relationship they had formed with God. You study the letters of Bernard, this Saint Clairvaux. He is writing to God. As if God is he is bride and God is bridegroom. That sort of relationship. Even the path of bhakti people have forged. And what deeper experiences they had. The unhealing wound of God's love. He is writing, the arrow of God's love has pierced my heart. And this wound is not getting healed. What should I do? Such divine language. Such divine ecstasy. So, what is my level of relationship with God? Is it very superficial or very deep? What it is? So, this is known as relationship method. In today's Murli, whilst talking with teachers, Baba has given few instructions. Mostly two. Know the importance of Amrit Vela and experience blessing at the time of Amrit Vela. Two things Baba has said to them. And once you know, and once you experience, then only you will be called special soul, otherwise you are ordinary souls. You read this Murli, Baba has said that. And once you know, then your aim is now let others know. Once you experience, now you give experience to others. This will be your task. So there are two things to be done. Now again we will sit in yoga. Red light please. Your page is full or there is some space there? The Supreme Coach, the Supreme Instructor, my tutor. I see him in front of my eyes. And he is giving me directions. Child, do you know the importance of Amrit Vela? I said, Baba, yes, I know. See, you are looking into eyes of Avyakta Bapdada. He is asking you again, child, do you know the importance of Amrit Vela? You said, yes, Baba, I know. Once more he is asking, child, do you know the importance of Amrit Vela? Now, I am finding it difficult to answer. Write down on your paper 3 points of importance of Amrit Vela. 3 points about importance of Amrit Vela. And also write down 3 blessings which you have yet not experienced and you want to experience during Amrit Vela. 3 blessings which you have not experienced till now, but you always wanted to experience. 3 stages. Om Shanti. One method is Murli personalization method. To make the Murli your own. Make it, what is the most personal point Baba is telling to me from today's Murli? It is 4 pages, but what is most important statement for me? Finding out that. Other is catchy version method, which is the most catchy version in today's Murli. Most powerful, most attractive. Once you read, it is not possible that you can overlook that statement. So that is known as catchy version method. Other is bizarre method. Bizarre method means you start anywhere, random, haywire. You start reading from slogan. You start from any paragraph. Rather than following that same first question, then answer, essence, question, answer, song and Murli, you try to change the pattern. Try to change the pattern. So that is known as bizarre method. One more method is debate method. Take some point which you think it is little controversial, little opposing, because few days back Baba had said something else. Few days back he had said that you have to go beyond sound, you should not listen to songs and you should not listen to poetries. And now today he is saying, if you get depressed, start listening to song. In one of the Murlis, while talking with double foreigner, Baba has said, go in the bathroom and start dancing. Have you listened to that small audio of Bab Dada? It's quite viral. In that, Bab Dada was saying, if you get depressed, go in bathroom and start dancing. So, debate method. Take any topic, form 2 groups, A group, B group, and start debating. It will be a very healthy discussion. Okay? And one more method, there are many. Speech method. You feel you prepare a speech or essay as if you have to give a speech on this topic, on God's fruit. So what you are going to speak, and you have to speak in front of outsiders. So what are you going to say? So you'll have to do some preparation for that. So that is known as speech method. Now the last exercise from today's Murli is, whilst talking last part of the Murli, Baba has said 6 things you have to utilize in worthwhile manner. Just write down in your book what are those 6 things. First, you can write down whilst I am telling you. 1 is time. Second is breath. Third is wealth. Fourth is knowledge. Fifth is powers. And sixth is virtues. These are the 6 things you... First, it's in the Murli. I am just quoting straight from the Murli. First is time, breath, knowledge, wealth, knowledge, virtues and powers. For Baba, for time he said, if you utilize your time now in the worthwhile manner, in golden age, you will have full-time kingdom. If you utilize your breath in the worthwhile manner, you will never have a heart attack. Your breath will not stop. If you utilize wealth in the worthwhile manner, you will not, there won't be any dearth of any money in golden age and for 21 births or even later on. You will never suffer from want of money anytime. If you utilize knowledge, you will not require any minister. in golden age. If you utilize powers, you will become more powerful. If you utilize virtues, they will sing you as a deity filled with all the 16 celestial degrees. So, this is in short today's Murli. This is in short about churning, about learning, and this is how we earn. So what are the different homeworks? I will just revise for you once again. We began with first exercise. What was that? We saw our perfect form in front of our eyes and we wrote a letter to that form. And that perfect form, when we became, that got merged in me and I wrote the answer back. That was the first exercise. Second exercise was? What was the second exercise? Yeah? Picnic. So picnic word has come. You convert that, visualize and make it into picnic. Second, what else you are going to do in picnic? Third was fruits. Different fruits Baba has given. Fourth was teaches Amrit Vela. Importance and experience. Next was this last exercise. This 6 things which I narrated. And one more was worries. So we just handed over all our worries to Avyakta Bab Dada, and Bab Dada in return filled me with all the blessings. So this was all from today's Murli. So once you finish this class, now straight away go to your room and try to read this Murli once again. So that this will get imprinted here. Every cell, grey matter, cortex of your brain. And it will become a part of your being. Okay? So, thank you all of you for this patient hearing. Thank you. Om Shanti.